I always take haste in my runes, but I have 15 haste from precision. I didn't go sorcery. Oh, I kind of trolled by going second wind, but it's like, second wind's always useful. I just took it for Varus. I don't even know why I thought it was Varus that. I'm just traumatized from it.
No, I'm positive. I ain't delusional.
Second one's good though. She's pretty far away. Kha'Zix's mid. I respect that. Did he go comment though? That's the only way you can play lane Kha'Zix. The only way it's respectable. If he goes comment. Harvest? Eh, that's okay. Just it's not lore accurate. He needs comment. W? Didn't use anything there. She must have won E second, because she would have pressed W if she had it. Yeah, exactly. Hit him with the comet. 30 haste? Doesn't make sense. It's only 10.
You mocking me? Ally has been slain. Carl, I got this. Will you stop bitching for one
It's a roll. Some things never change. I flashed to make sure she couldn't flash away from my E recast, but she didn't even use it. I think she just knew she was dead. See right there, that's why usually you don't level your W early game. Because like you don't need it the whole time you're just farming and laning, and then the time she actually all-ins me, I can just save it for when I dismount, activate it for a quick remount. It's like a pretty common thing to do with Kled. Our jungler's bot lane. TP back.
Carl, this ain't no time for philosophy. Don't get weird on me. How about a long axe in your guts?
So fast. She's a ruby crystal. She's going Roa. It's okay. Can't really kill him without her ult. She's not close to 6. I'm fine. Once their jungler shows up.
What was that? Of course I don't need Skull.
An ally has been slain.
Pure damage. I don't want to die over yet because she still has flash.
I'm Kled, and this here's Skull.
Otherwise, you couldn't ult in there. $48 to go at 050. Yeah, it's good Sumik. I think 4 resist is pretty good. I do think he needs like more than that for like buffs. Like as in a different buff too on top of that. But I do think 4 base resist is pretty good. I'm playing Renekton and my jungle is like Briar who has Cleaver. Should I skip Armor Pen then? No, because I mean, you're not always going to be with your Briar, right? Like unless you're exclusively, no matter when you attack the enemy, Briar is there. Otherwise you'd still want it for yourself, right? Yeah, there is no visual for getting armor in MR throw. I would say you'd still need to build it. I mean, Renekton does have, like, you can shred their armor. But I'd say most of the time you'd still want to buy it. It's not like it's that punishing to build it, you know? Alright, Q-Ring somebody to dive is like pretty normal way to dive somebody. When you're positive your Q is gonna land, just start casting your R like preemptively before the Q even hits, so you can stay in range with your ult, and then secure the E hit when you do go in. So if she did flash, I'd be able to follow her.
Scarl! Come back, buddy!
I think armor shot is really awkward because you usually want enhanced WQ. Yeah, it's usually something you'd only use if you're taking an extended fight against a tank, or a tankier champ. Because Renekton usually gets haste, and you get multiple combos off on them with Fury, because Zol gives him so much Fury. So if you're fighting somebody who's not squishy, then you could start with the Empower D earlier.
I already fed you half a platoon.
But yeah, this game I'll go Cleaver second, the Titanic third. Luckily for me, it's Lethality Varus, otherwise this would have been really bad a game for me. He still is gonna do good percent damage, but not as much compared to on hit or AP builds.
At the gates of Qualthalla, they tried using that boiling oil on us. But you can't deep fry courage. Don't get your britches all rumpled.
He keeps buying more tiers, bro. Are they getting this? Yeah, his R gives him like infinite fury without even your attacks on top of it.
I am Kled, High Major Commodore of the 1st Legion, 3rd Multiplication Double Admiral Artillery Vanguard Company. You will respect my authority.
Yeah, Serld is probably better than LBR and Renekton. LBR is just really good on Kled because he auto attacks a lot. Renekton does auto, but his W doesn't crit, right? So. Gotta let him know. Honestly, I was stalling so that like Volley can get the assist, but he just let me have it. Already flash ulted. You have to BM. It's necessary. But there it was optimal to BM because I could give Volley the assist, but he didn't want it. I'll back after this. Renekton's W, I'm assuming it crits like most moves that are auto enhances, where only the auto attack part of it crits. Like I don't think his W damage crits. Yeah, we lost. It wasn't even, honestly, it wasn't even a close game at all. Our entire team was just useless. We couldn't do anything last game.
Paranoia is just another word for
I was like 20-3, but I just, you know, you can't 1v5 really with Kled. If Pantheon's, yeah, if he W's, yeah, and the first one crits, it only rolls once to get the crit, which is pretty good.
I grew up mean, and now I'm older than murder.
Is this guy like rushing Leandres? There's no he's rushing Riftmake. It's so bad.
Whoa, whoa! Don't get excited now! This land was made for me, and me alone.
It's just exclusively Q farming. Yeah, I'm just dying at top. Maybe it just is a guy in the main.
Yeah? Well, that's what I thought.
So is there any lane?
Shut down.
There's no flash. Yeah, whatever. I wasn't gonna kill her anyway, but she ulted. First hit can crit. Yeah. Because the rest of it's just like a spell. Like, even though it applies, like, on hits and stuff. Yeah, Kled is 20 in MR. Alright, yeah, first tower before their bot lane. Well, even if I flash for the kill, it's not really worth. She's already 0-3, and I'm like gonna get the tower. It's like a better for me if she just wastes her stuff and leaves instead of me using anything. Prior in this weekend. What? Said. Man, I didn't think she would instantly turn her E off. I wouldn't think it was sidestep it, but it was lame. I should have killed at least one person, but she just instantly shortcasted her E. I thought she would have channeled it a bit. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, let's go, the resist. Alright. Whatever. Okay. The 3 armor I was getting there in MR. It was like 4 actually. Balanced. See, I would have had twice as much next patch. I mean, I was overstaying because I was trying to get my coal finished. Like, I already got the tower going, but yeah, now I can fold by, imagine if I just threw the game right now and bought this. Dude, where the fuck is Cleaver, bro? Like, I don't know these item build paths. Alright, I get it. We're in business. Next patch I live. Honestly, yeah, I triple kill the next patch. Is that already buffing not till Wednesday? Yeah, not till next week. So not tomorrow, but the week after is when the next patch is. Alright, so I have 45 haste on my basic abilities now, because the haste from your rune doesn't show on your bar here. Sterix is really bad on Kled for multiple reasons, but the main reason is that most of the time it won't pop when you're dismounted. Most of the time it's gonna pop while you're still mounted, the way his HP bars work. When you're building HP, because dismount Kled's health never goes up, right? It's just like base scaling. So if you end up building a bunch of health so that your Sterix shield is relevant, Kled's percentage of his total HP will be so low that it won't even proc, it'll just proc while you're mounted, or as you're dismounting. Because the way Sterix work is that it doesn't actually wait for you to be under a certain health. If you get hit by something that would have brought you under the threshold, that's when Sterix procs. Taking damage that would reduce you below 30%. So even if you're actually like at 40% mounted, if something chunks you and it would have brought you under 30%, like theoretically if you weren't Kled and you didn't dismount, it would proc anyway, and then the shield will already start decaying as you're untargetable. So it's actually really useless on Kled. Plus, it's expensive, they nerfed it a lot, and the AD that it gives you is scales off of your base AD. And Kled's base AD isn't very good either. So honestly, like all around the item, I think is just kind of worthless on Kled. Like I would never build it. I don't think it's ever worth buying on him. What do you want? She did go Leandri's Rush, by the way. What is that? Who does that?
Calm down, you damn Fergie sniffer! Whee!
Who does that? If they made it so that it worked to Kled only when he's dismounted would be strong then, I still think it would be pretty bad, but it would be a lot better. It would be like only kind of bad instead of useless. But I would still like not bad. And I'll just roam mid since there's not really much to do top lane for now. At some point I need to reset and just start going bot and play for that tower. That's what you're supposed to do in this scenario.
It's mine, and I got my eye on.
I wish there was a good AD dueling item with haste that you could rush. I don't know. I guess Cleaver would be like the best. I mean, I think the best thing is Hubris. Hubris gives you all these things. That's what I build. Just ran her over. They made Sterix an active, and made it scale of Scarl's HP, and made it give armor and MR. Oh, Stoneplate? If there was Stoneplate in the game, that would help Bruiser Kled a lot. Like he was always a like Stoneplate user for a long time at least. And Stoneplate's had multiple versions where like different versions were good on Kled. But yeah, it's just gone.
Invade both bases at once.
The best version of Stoneplate, in my opinion, on Kled was the one that didn't even shield you. But that one was so old that a lot of people didn't play back then. But that was my favorite version of Stoneplate on Kled. Oh man. I feared before I got my E off. 6. Is Trinity an Eclipse shit at the moment? I think Trinity is a pretty bad item, unless your champ is just forced to buy like Camille. And it's a pretty bad item. Eclipse is not that bad. It's just not that often you'd want it on Kled. Nine. Yeah, I missed the Stoneplate increasing reach fade. That was my favorite version of it. Can this guy back off? Eclipse is just a worse Sundered Sky? I don't understand this. They're so different. I guess they both give you AD and haste. Sundered gives you a crit and a heal. Eclipse does max health damage in the shield. I feel like they're very different items. I don't know how you can compare them. It's like saying beef is just a better watermelon. Like, I mean, they're both food. I don't understand this. They seem to have been leaked. Yeah, I saw the Kled change. What the fuck? No, it's Scorch dismounted me. That's actually unbelievable. Both are short trade item, but Sunder Sky scales much better and is better in team fights. I don't agree with that. I definitely do not think Sunder scales better. The whole point of Eclipse is that it does max health damage, which scales better the later the game goes on. That's the main part of Eclipse, is that it does max health damage. Like, it does give a shield, but that's not why you buy the item. You buy it because it does a lot of max health damage. That's the strong part of the item. Like, it's not that the shield is useless or anything. Did you see my message? Yeah, I saw the Kled buff, yeah. Alright, I ulted his Fear. So he couldn't CC me anymore, and then he flashed. And dashed through walls all mounted. It's the most placebo Kled buff of all time. I disagree. I think it's a good buff, I just think he needs more than that. 4 armor and MR is a lot. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I just think he needs another buff. I think he's just like bad enough to where he needs another buff besides that. But I don't think it's like nothing. It's just that kind of thing that most people are not going to notice when they're playing the game. Like, most people are not going to see that kind of buff, even though it's a good buff. Most people are just going to play and like not think about that. So I don't blame you for thinking it's a placebo, but it's definitely not. Are they scared to buff Kled? I mean, he just got a huge set of changes, right? For a champion that was 3rd lowest pick rate in the game, right? Nobody played him for a long time. He got like a huge set of changes, right? Like almost like a rework, like mini rework level. And then it's not even 1 week, right, after those changes came out, and they're already buffing him. So I don't know. I really don't think it's like that crazy. Like, I feel like you're not like, I feel like you're over exaggerating like what's happened right now. He is so bad though. I do think he's bad. Like, I 100% think he's bad. But like, I don't think it's like they need to get on and hotfix that shit now, bro. Turn that shit up. I 100% think he's bad though. I agree with like that. Alright, let me get that tower real quick. I feel like Kled players carry the champion though, not the other way around. No, I agree with you, yeah. I think everybody would agree with you, that it's mostly always been a champion that's played by one tricks. So they've been able to stabilize his win rate. Like, I think anybody would agree with you. That's just, like, logical. I mean, that's just the facts. Like, that is how he is. He's always been a champ that's, like, pretty much only played by one tricks. Maybe having trouble adjusting to the changes now? Yeah, I mean, I do think he's bad, like I said, and yeah, he did get a lot of changes, so people are also, and which is another reason why I think they're not in a rush to, like, hyper buff him, because maybe he's, like, not as bad as it looks just because the changes just, you know, got put into the game not even a week ago. And also, a lot of people, I think, are building wrong and stuff. Like, a lot of people saw the changes and just said, okay, so I should just build no damage items, and I should just build only bruiser items. And I think that's, like, even worse. Like, you're making it worse for yourself. I think problem is that to play Kled, you have to really know your limits. Yeah, I mean, that's why he's always been pretty unpopular, I think. Like, that's part of the reason. Is that he's not a champion I feel like you can just pick up and play right away and be useful. I feel like that's definitely part of the reason why people drop him fast, like if they are first timing Kled. And then it, like, immediately they're like, he has a lot of really weird things about him that don't carry over from other champs. And then they're just like, alright, I don't get it, and then they give up. Is this a bargain at E or no? I was waiting for E the whole time. They already back? Oh my god. I don't know if I could live there after I flashed in. I think I was just dead. Yeah, true, if I had takedown courage. Whatever. I mean, I was just trolling by staying. After I took the inhib, I should have just left. I was just griefing by staying, but whatever. I killed 2 of them, I guess. It's not like they got anything. They didn't get our inhib or anything when they killed us. They have a lot of gold. Riftmaker? Is that Blood Letters? They have the same build path. Mask, Fiendish. There's so many blood items in the game. Yes. You should never be trading as Kled early because you'll lose. Yeah, like level 1. I see a lot of people like all in level 1. I mean, sometimes you can. Obviously, everything's like situational, but most of the time Kled has to wait to like 4 or 5 to go in. Level 1, 2, it's pretty risky. Most champions will outtrade you or dismount you, and then your lane's like doomed. If you are in that kind of scenario. I'll just wait till I can finish this. Dismount Q is pretty weak, yeah. I do think his dismount Q needs a buff. Those are the 2 buffs I wanted. I wanted them to buff his base, or his passive resist, and buff his dismount Q. So I got half of it on the PB. So if they buff his dismount Q damage, I think he'll be pretty close to being, like, pretty solid. Now, I do think the number 1 thing he needs the most is takedown courage, but it sounds like they're kind of against that. But I do think he doesn't really function without takedown courage. He's gonna flash, obviously, because he's running towards a wall this way. Like, he couldn't have made it more obvious he's gonna flash. Oh, it's a blast cone. Why is there a blast cone? I should have lost her dash. Can't move. I couldn't move. No takedown courage when they bounce sprint things around as a wall stance from right. They didn't balance him on takedown courage. His takedown courage has never been touched once in 9 years of being in the game. But I do think he needs it to even work as a champion. Like, the takedown courage, I think, is crucial to him even working. You can dash through the wall while ulting? Yeah, your ult can jump walls. Yeah. Well, right here, I didn't jump the wall with my ult. I dashed it with my second E. The second E goes over walls. I ulted the way, and then he flashed, but I already had my E1 on him, so I used my E2 to jump. But yeah, your ult does go over walls if they're in range Like, if you have vision of them and they're in range of the circle, you'll jump the wall. Yeah, if he got 10 courage on takedown, this passive buff, and then they buff the dismount Q damage, I would think he's, like, done. Like, I wouldn't even want anything else besides that. Like, obviously in an ideal world, he'd also have not a 30-second cooldown on his passive, but if they did those 3 things, I'd be like, it's done. You don't even have to touch him again, I would think. At that point, I would think, like, we gotta wait for, like, item changes or something, really. And I can't move. Like, what is this, dude? There's just so much CC. Okay. I was trying to kill him with the Titanic AoE, but I couldn't reach him. Somebody kill this guy. Thank you. Center really just chased me that far? Yeah, if you could refund the passive cooldown by fighting, that'd be perfect. But, I guess it still wouldn't help the, like, laning part, though. Like, if somebody comes back to lane. Unless it worked on minions, like, less, like, exactly like his W. Yeah, nobody ever complained about his takedown courage. I've never seen that before. I've never seen anyone even mention the takedown courage. I mean, probably because it was, like, one of those things that people didn't know, that he had it. What is that, Bard Horn? If I had TP, I could TP and end. Maybe they can end without me, though. Volibear's Hullbreaker. Yeah, true. If they just copy-pasted the W thing on his passive, it'd be so good.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Hullbreaker. I just bought mine. Demolish. But I can't get to the tower in time.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Complaining about not having takedown courage? Well, yeah, of course.
Are you ready for anything?
What? Oh, he had an Edge of Night. This is a disaster. I tried to QR over the wall on the Varus because I saw him with my sweeper. And if you hit your Q on them, you'll get vision of them. So then you could jump the wall with your R. But he blocked my Q with his Edge of Night. I heard the sound of my Q hitting, so then I R'd. But I didn't have vision of them because he special blocked it. I'm dead. Never mind, she's like useless. And can someone help me? Alright, I already reset. And it was 4k health. We should have just finished it. That point.
Ally has been slain.
And their base is dying. And their jungler's dead. They're not gonna try to Baron. Sweeper's not up.
No more of that! You're upsetting the invisible badgers!
What? Scripting? Blatantly?
Calm down, girl!
The Dyna's so tiny though, that doesn't hit.
Killing a few things.
I guess that count Kled cube just looks bigger. Yeah. It does. It scales off your bonus resist. So the passive counts as bonus resist, so it works. Smear just pulled up and shot her. can do Baron while I push top.
Don't get weird on me.
Doesn't look like they're gonna
Let's get
contest
to
the
killing
Baron
them
actually.
open intruders.
Make less sense. Even more confusing. The fuck is that? Honestly, then when people would complain even more, they're like, what is that, right? Which would lead someone to answer them and say, oh, he's getting courage because he got a kill, and then people say that's dumb. That's what's gonna happen. Honestly, it would even be worse.
Don't you run off on me, Scarl!
Can't believe this game is just so unendable, apparently. It doesn't matter what we do. Why can't we just end the game? Getting soul point. This soul point's really OP.
Side back there. No,
Chemtech one is insane.
friend, Skull.
Precious sieging.
Has destroyed a turret.
I need to remove these points, bro. I'm serious. Sick of seeing them.
You damn Fergus never.
Skarl gets courage. Yeah, it actually doesn't even make sense for Kled to get it, because Kled's not even... Skarl's the one getting the courage. Her courage is building up. I'll still complain. I still wish they were done. Okay. Okay, again. This is when we end the game. They popped on us?
Just cause they're our team.
No. See, you see how much my ult did there? That was on a squishy champ. $227, 160. Doesn't show anywhere how much I'm getting now? Well, I had one